So I'm guessing you have found this video because you have a very out of tune violin. Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how to tune a violin using the PEGS. This is if a violin is really out of tune or it doesn't have fine tuners. If your violin's only a little bit out of tune, I recommend using this video of mine where I just show you how to use those. But if it's really out of tune, we're going to have to use the PEGS. Now I'm guessing you're a beginner or a parent needing to tune your child's violin. If this is the case, I recommend using a tuner to help, or a tuning app. I just use this tuning app called Cleartune. I'll put a link in the description below if you'd like to find that one. But all tuning apps work more or less the same way. So when you open up the app, you need to click on the little eye icon at the bottom right and check that the A calibration is set at 440. If it's not, just type in 440 and then we will know we're tuning to the correct A. Now we want to hold the violin on our lap facing us so that we can use both hands. One hand to pluck the string and the other hand to turn the peg. Now you need to remember that the pegs are made of wood and the violin is made of wood. So when we turn a peg, we have to push in as we turn, like we're screwing the peg into the violin so that it will stick. If you just try to turn it, it will bounce back. And if you try to turn it and then push in, you'll never get it in. In fact, you'll be putting too much strain on the peg box. Now the concept of this tuner is quite simple. You just want to line the arrow up with whichever string it is that you're trying to tune. We're going to start with the A string, which is the second string from the right, and we'll follow the string up to the peg, which is the top right one. Now I'm going to pluck the string with my left hand, and as you can see on the tuner, it is flat. It's to the left of the A that we're trying to get. So I'm going to push my peg in as I turn, and I'm just turning it a tiny amount. And you can see I'm already pretty close. I'm going to push it and turn it a tiny bit more. And now as you can see I've overshot slightly. But because it's only a tiny amount, I'm going to come down to my fine tuner and loosen it lefty-loosey. Just a touch. Tiny bit more. And as you can see the arrow's turned green. And we're in tune. Next we're going to go to the D string, the second from the left, top left peg, and I'm going to turn away from me and I'm going to push in really firmly as I turn just a tiny bit. You can see we're still quite flat, so I'm going to push in and turn a tiny bit more, a bit more, there we go, and we're in. Next we're going to go to the G string, the far left, that's the bottom left peg. This one's really flat, it's nowhere near a G yet, so I'm going to push in, give it a turn. I'm still only turning maybe 5 millimeters. Whoa, still quite far out. Now I've overshot. See, I'm at an A flat, so I'm just going to pull it back a tiny bit towards me. I'm still pressing in firmly as I'm turning. And then because it's only a little amount to adjust, I'm going down to my fine tuner and turning it to the right. Just a little bit. With the G, I find I often have to get my instrument quite close to my tuner so that it will pick it up. Now last we do the E string, the far right one. This is the one you have to be the most sensitive with because it is the tightest, thinnest string. It is the one most likely to snap if you do it too fast. So I'm going to pluck it, see how far off I am. It's lower than an E flat, so a little amount. Just a tiny turn, a little bit more, getting a bit closer, but I'm being really sensitive with this one, pushing in as I'm turning. And now I can do the rest with the fine tuner. And there we go. And then I like to just go back and quickly check them all again. Because we've done some big adjustments up here, sometimes things can get a little bit out again. So let's check the A. Touch flat. I'm just going to do a fine tuner there. Here we go, getting a little bit closer. And the D. last to the E. And there we go. We're in tune. I hope that was helpful. If so, please give me a like and subscribe below. If you would like to have a go at tuning by ear, I have made this video here, which is just me playing an open A string for you to try and match and adjust your own fine tuners or pegs to. Good luck.